Hi, this is Debbie Lacken from Kids Around Dogs. I often get asked, how can people bond with their dogs? Make sure that your children really learn to bond with the puppy or the dog that you're adopting. They can do this in many ways. So one of them can be, for example, feeding the dog. Depends on the age of the kids, you might need to help them out, prepare the food if needed beforehand. But if they're old enough, or if you don't mind, then the kids can prepare the food for the dog and deliver it as well. Another fantastic thing to do is play. Playing is really important for adults, for kids, and for dogs. And children can come out with fantastic games to play with their dogs as well. If not, just you can purchase toys for dogs and kids to play together. Tag Enough, for example, they have fantastic long toys. That way the hands of kids can stay nicely away from the teeth of dogs that are chasing, like a tug toy, for example. Talking to dogs can be super powerful for bonding. So your children can tell stories to the dog, they can read to the dog, they can tell them what they did that day, or anything really that is on their mind. It's a powerful thing to do. If you have a small dog or if you have a puppy, you can also carry them around in those carrier bags and get the kids to do it, obviously if they're old enough. By having that contact with the puppy, they can also reassure them when they maybe see something new, or they might get frightened by something in the outside world that might be new, that might be different, might be loud or whatever. The child being there can reassure the dog with just some cuddles. But again, they can use their words. They can also say something like, "Oh, I've got you, I'm here." And it's not so much what they say, because the dog will not be able to understand the words as such, but the sentiment behind it can definitely be picked up by the dog. When carrying the puppy around, or the small dog, can be really useful for bonding because you have that contact, almost that skin to skin that parents are often recommended to have with their babies. And it's the same thing for a new puppy. That skin to skin contact to be really useful. If your dog is upset, is crying or anything, make sure you go and give them a cuddle, reassure them. They need to know that we got their back, that they can call us for help and we'll be there. And the child can also help with that. If your child is a bit young, or if there is a problem with the dog, make sure the child knows to call you instead, so as a grown-up you can help. Whichever activity the child and the dogs are doing together, make sure you are there. Be actively supervising. That means that you're not on your phone, you're not cooking, you're not reading books, you're not watching this video. You're there and you're supervising your child and your dog. Understanding the canine body language can be super helpful and goes a long way for bonding with your dog. If your dog speaks dogs and he can rely that you or your child, or both, can understand what he's on about, that is great bonding. Whichever activity your child is doing with the dog, remind them to be patient. Bonding and friendships don't build in a second, they need a bit of time. But by doing all these activities, I am 100% sure that both your child and your dogs will be best of friends very soon. I hope this is helpful. Bye!